Hi everybody, my name is Boss Mode Billy. I like to make gaming content as well as other videos. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you love Roblox as much as I do. I'm going to do more gameplay videos and walkthrough tutorials in the future, so make sure you ring that bell for notifications. Welcome back to Too Many Weapons. Are you a part of the Boss Mode Nation? Let me know in the comments below if you are Boss Mode. Let's get into it, gamers. So, let's talk about what drives us to keep coming back for more, whether it's leveling up our characters, mastering that one tricky boss fight, or simply crushing it in online multiplayer. As gamers, we've all been there staring at the screen, getting frustrated with a tough level, and wondering why we even bother playing in the first place. But here's the thing, persistence isn't just about sticking with it when things get tough. It's also about understanding what's driving us to keep going in the first place. What are your personal goals as a gamer? Are you looking to improve your skills, compete at a higher level, or simply enjoy the sense of accomplishment that comes with beating a difficult game? Whatever it is, understanding what motivates you is crucial for cultivating persistence and taking your gaming to the next level. Now that we've talked about understanding our personal goals and motivations, it's time to set some realistic expectations for ourselves as gamers. And by realistic, I mean achievable, not just easy, but actually attainable with consistent effort and practice. Setting lofty goals can be motivating at first, but let's be real. Trying to conquer the hardest difficulty level in a game or beat a top-ranked player overnight is just setting yourself up for disappointment and burnout. Instead, try breaking down your long-term goals into smaller, manageable targets that you can focus on achieving one by one. For example, if you're working towards beating a difficult game, maybe your first target is to complete the first half of the game without dying more than 5 times in a row. Once you achieve that milestone, you can set an even tougher goal for yourself, like completing the entire game on hard mode within a certain time limit. By setting achievable targets and celebrating your successes along the way, you'll stay motivated and focused on making progress, rather than getting bogged down by unrealistic expectations and frustration. Let's say you've set a goal to improve your gaming skills, specifically to increase your kill-to-death ratio and multiplayer. That's a pretty broad objective, right? But if we break it down into smaller, manageable tasks, things start to get a lot clearer. For example, instead of just trying to get better at FPS games, you could focus on improving one specific skill at a time, like practicing your aim or learning new movement techniques. Maybe your first task is to spend 30 minutes every day for the next week practicing your cross-air placement in a shooting range game. Once you accomplish that, you can move on to another task, like watching tutorials on advanced movement strategies and incorporating them into your gameplay. By breaking down larger objectives into smaller tasks, you're creating a roadmap for yourself, which makes it much easier to track progress and stay accountable. You'll know exactly what you need to do each day or week to get closer to your goal, and that sense of accomplishment will keep you motivated and engaged in the process. Plus, by focusing on one task at a time, you're not overwhelmed by the sheer scope of your objective, which can be really demotivating if it feels too big to tackle all at once. So, we've talked about setting realistic expectations, breaking down larger objectives into smaller tasks, and tracking our progress. Now it's time to talk about the actual practice itself, how we put in the work to develop our skills as gamers. And here's the thing, consistent practice is key. It's not just about putting in a bunch of hours one week and then slacking off for the next few weeks. It's about creating a schedule that you can stick to, day in and day out. Think about it like a workout routine. If you only exercised once a month, you wouldn't see much progress, right? But if you commit to working out every single day, even just for a short amount of time, you'll start to notice real improvements over time. Same thing with gaming. By developing a consistent practice schedule, we can hone our skills through repetition and iteration, repeating the same techniques or strategies over and over again until they become second nature. And it's not just about the quantity of practice time either. Quality is important too. Are you taking the time to review your gameplay, identifying areas where you need improvement? Are you experimenting with new strategies or techniques and adjusting your approach as needed? By combining consistent practice with the willingness to learn and adapt, we can take our gaming skills to the next level and become much more effective players in the process. Let's face it, as gamers, we're not going to be perfect all the time. We're going to make mistakes, encounter setbacks, and experience frustrating losses. But here's the thing, those mistakes and setbacks are actually some of the most valuable learning opportunities we have as players. By analyzing what went wrong, we can identify areas where we need to improve and adjust our strategies accordingly. Maybe you're getting killed by the same type of enemy over and over again that might suggest that your movement or combat strategy needs work. Or maybe you're struggling with a particular level or boss fight that could indicate that you need to rethink your approach or learn new techniques to overcome those challenges. The key is to take an analytical approach to your mistakes and setbacks rather than getting discouraged or frustrated by them. Ask yourself questions like, what was I doing when this happened? What could I have done differently? Or how can I adjust my strategy to avoid making the same mistake again in the future? By taking a step back and examining what went wrong, we can turn mistakes into opportunities for growth and improvement, rather than letting them hold us back. And trust me, that's where the real learning happens, not when things are going smoothly, but when we're faced with challenges and setbacks, and we need to dig deep to find a way forward. So, we've talked about setting realistic expectations, breaking down larger objectives into smaller tasks, developing consistent practice schedules, analyzing mistakes and setbacks, and using those experiences as opportunities for growth. But there's one more piece to the puzzle: persistence in the face of failure. Because let's be real, gaming can be tough, and sometimes we're going to fail hard. We might get destroyed by a difficult opponent or struggle with a challenging level that seems impossible to beat. But it's exactly in those moments that our mental toughness is tested. Can we bounce back from a tough loss? Can we stay focused on our goals despite setbacks and failures? The answer is yes, but only if we're willing to persist through the tough times, even when things seem hopeless. When we face failure head-on and refuse to give up, we build resilience, the ability to withstand challenges and keep going even when things get tough. And that's exactly what we need to perform well in high-pressure gaming situations. Think about it like a basketball player who gets fouled on a crucial shot. They don't let the foul ruin their momentum. They use it as fuel to drive them forward. Same thing with us as gamers. When we face setbacks and failures, we can choose to give up, or we can use those experiences as opportunities to build our mental toughness and come back stronger than ever. Let's face it, gaming can be a solitary activity at times, but it doesn't have to be that way. One of the most powerful tools in our arsenal for building persistence and improving our skills is collaboration with others or joining online communities. Think about it: when we're playing with friends or like-minded gamers, we get instant feedback on our gameplay, as well as motivation and encouragement to push ourselves harder. We can learn new strategies and techniques from others and get inspired by their success. And it's not just about the social aspect either. Online communities can provide a wealth of knowledge and resources that can help us improve our skills faster than we ever could on our own. Want to learn more about a specific game or genre? Join an online forum or Discord channel and you'll find people who are passionate about the same thing as you, sharing tips and tricks and offering advice from their own experiences. Want to practice with others in a competitive environment? Look for online tournaments or multiplayer events where you can test your skills against others. By collaborating with others and joining online communities, we can tap into a collective wealth of knowledge and experience that would be impossible to find on our own. And the best part is, it's not just about what we can learn from others, it's also about what we can bring to the table ourselves. When we share our own experiences and insights with others, we build connections and relationships that can help us stay motivated and engaged in our gaming journey. So don't be afraid to reach out, join a community, or invite some friends over for a gaming session. It's one of the most powerful ways to build persistence and improve your skills as a gamer. As we continue on our gaming journey, it's essential to remember that there's always room for improvement. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, continuous learning is key to staying ahead of the curve. One way to do this is by taking advantage of tutorials, guides, and watching professional players in action. Think about it, even the most experienced gamers can learn new techniques and strategies from others, and incorporating those into their gameplay can make all the difference. By following along with tutorials or guides, you can gain a deeper understanding of specific mechanics, techniques, or genres that might be outside your comfort zone. And watching professional players is like getting a front row seat to the best practices in action. You get to see how they approach challenges, what strategies they use, and how they adapt to different situations. By studying their gameplay and learning from their experiences, you can pick up new skills and techniques that will take your game to the next level. But it's not just about what you learn from others, it's also about how you apply those lessons to your own gameplay. When you're exposed to innovative techniques and best practices, you have the opportunity to experiment with new approaches and find what works for you. This is where the real learning happens, not in watching someone else play, but in putting into practice what you've learned and adapting it to your own unique style. And that's exactly what separates good gamers from great ones: their ability to learn, adapt, and innovate on the fly. So don't be afraid to dive into tutorials, guides, or watch professional players. There's always something new to learn, and every experience is an opportunity to grow as a gamer. As we wrap up our discussion on the keys to success in gaming, it's clear that persistence is the linchpin that holds everything together. Whether you're aiming to improve your skills, beat a difficult level, or simply enjoy playing with friends, persistence is what separates those who succeed from those who give up too soon. By incorporating persistence as a core value, gamers can overcome plateaus, stay motivated, and strive for excellence in their gaming endeavors. Think about it: when we're faced with challenges or setbacks, our natural response is often to throw in the towel and move on. But what if instead of giving up, we chose to push through? What if we saw those obstacles as opportunities to learn and grow rather than insurmountable barriers? By doing so, we can develop a growth mindset that allows us to tackle even the toughest challenges with confidence and determination. And it's not just about achieving short-term goals. When we prioritize persistence, we're setting ourselves up for long-term success. We're building resilience, developing problem-solving skills, and cultivating a sense of self-discipline that will serve us well in all areas of life. So how can you incorporate persistence into your gaming routine? Start by setting realistic goals and breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks. Celebrate your small wins along the way to stay motivated, and don't be afraid to take risks and try new things. Surround yourself with supportive friends or online communities who will encourage and motivate you to keep pushing forward. And most importantly, remember that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the path to greatness. By embracing persistence as a core value, gamers can unlock their full potential, stay motivated, and strive for excellence in all aspects of their gaming endeavors. So go ahead, take the leap, and see where your persistence takes you. The journey may be long, but with persistence as your guide, the rewards will be well worth it. Thanks for watching! If you want to see more of this content, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And don't forget to ring that notification bell. Peace out, gamers!